Hello Sagittarius, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Sagittarius for the month of June. Now Sagittarius, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now I do not offer personal readings and I will not send you a message on any platform. Do not get scammed. All right, let's go ahead and see what we have going on here for you, Sagittarius. I am using the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot, as well as the Psychic Tarot and the Kipper deck. There are links to all of these decks in the description below. I'd also ask that you consider hitting the like button and subscribing. It really does help with the growth of this channel, but more importantly, hitting the like button ensures that other people who need to see this message have an opportunity to do so. All right, we'll go ahead and take 3 of those Psychic Tarot, and then we'll also take 3 Kipper cards as well. Let me make sure everything is in view, and then we'll get right into it here, Sagittarius. I think that's looking just about good enough to me for right now. All right. Sagittarius, energy on the bottom. You have the Fool. So, love to see the Fool for you here. For me, the Fool is the most powerful card to find in the tarot. And the reason being is it starts everything. It's the chain reaction. You can't get to the world without first taking a leap of faith into the unknown. And that's exactly what the Fool represents. They are about to jump off this cliff and they have no idea if they're going to make the landing or if they're going to survive. And really what the Fool says is that it's maybe best for you to allow the universe at sometimes it is best for you to allow the universe to handle the details while you move in the direction of your goals, your dreams, and your aspirations. The Fool can also be considered to be childlike, connecting with your child self, or connecting with your inner child, even coming out and playing a little bit, which you are 100% allowed to do at any age. And along with that here, the Fool really doesn't have an attachment. The Fool doesn't have an attachment to anything, because this is like being born again. There are no attachments. It's like when you first come into the world, right? You don't have an attachment to anything. And so that's exactly what this Fool energy is about. So sometimes you just have to move forward without exactly knowing where you're going yet. And to me, the Fool, for those reasons, is the most powerful card to find in a tarot. And it really does only come forward when you're ready to start this new beginning in your life. So love to see that for you on the bottom of the deck. Let's go ahead and put that there. And let's see what else we have here to sort of continue along here. So we see that you're going somewhere new here, potentially, or starting something new here on the bottom. And then in the current situation, you have the Queen of Pentacles. So Queen of Pentacles is somebody who's a lot more practical than the Fool, okay? I would not use the Fool I would not use the word practicality or practical to describe the Fool, but you absolutely can with the Queen of Pentacles. And so maybe there's a balance here that some of you are looking to strike, Sagittarius, in this month of June. Can you go for it, but also do it within the bounds of reason, is kind of what I feel like saying here. The Queen of Pentacles is also about financial independence, and it's one of the biggest cards to find when you're looking to achieve financial independence. I do think money is on your mind here for sure. For many of you Sagittarius people, I think, and it's not necessarily like, oh, am I going to lose money? It's more about, I'm getting this idea here of you, it's more about like increase, okay? Some of you are about to go in a new direction, or it may not even be a new direction. It may be adding something, right? And so some of you may decide, okay, I'm gonna work my 9 to 5, but at the same time, while I do that, I'm also going to learn about investing in real estate, or I'm going to start a YouTube channel, or I'm gonna start selling my designs on Etsy. Like, some of you are going to add something to increase inflow, is what I feel like saying here. And that's kind of what's coming into my mind. In the problem position, you have the 8 of Swords. So this is a good problem to have, okay? The 8 of Swords, I know it's a little bit counterintuitive, but the 8 of Swords is you being trapped in the limitation of your mind. Nobody else is imposing anything on you when you get the Eight of Swords. This is your battle to win or lose. Okay, so this is your own energy restricting you. This is your self-limiting beliefs getting in the way of you taking the leap, of you going off the cliff here, or you, obviously I'm using a metaphor, or you, actually deciding to start the business, or to, deciding to read that book on investing, or take that class on, film, so you can start a YouTube channel, or whatever the case may be, like videography, whatever the case may be. Okay, there's something here in your mind that is not serving you. There's some type of thought that is getting in the way, and it is in the problem position. So it's a heavy thing. It's like a doubling down. There is something here that is blocking you from having that full energy. And it's a good problem to have because you can easily work through that. Now, in the past, you have the Temperance card, which is the energy of Sagittarius. This is the Sagittarius card. So isn't that interesting? So, you know what's interesting here? I've never really ever noticed this, but take a look at what's going on there. I got like third eye message, whatever they're wearing on their forehead here. I have no idea, but that's like a little bit down is like where your third eye is. I'm getting this energy of knowing. Okay, your third eye is your knowingness. It's your intuition. It's your spiritual vision. It's your ability to see in the future, which everybody has. And that's not something that is associated with the Temperance card, but it's just coming in here. In the past, you've maybe had a vision. Okay, in the past, you've maybe had this idea where you're like, okay, I can really see myself going in this new direction. I can really see myself being on YouTube, or having an Instagram account with 500,000 followers, or I feel like some of you have connected with a vision here. But really, what the Temperance card says is, through balance and patience, you can attract something important into your life. But you must have balance and harmony and patience. I love that your energy is here. I love that this is the Sagittarius card and it's in the past, because I think you've had a vision, or you've had something important come in here in the past. In the future, you have the Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles is some type of good news in your life. This can represent, the Page of Pentacles, the best way to describe it is your prospects are looking good. And so this could obviously be financial because it's in the suit of Pentacles, but it doesn't always have to be. It can be academic. It can be anything related to your home environment. It can be, anything related to investing. It could be a job offer. That's typically the Page of Wands, but it can just see like some type of new information that's coming into your life that may allow you to earn a little bit more. Whether that's job hopping, or it's selling an investment, or something. The Page of Pentacles is very good for that area, or it's maybe even learning of some sort of educational program that can maybe increase your skills, which then can increase the value that you bring to an organization or a place. Think of it in that terms, but I definitely love to see that here in the future. Communication coming in for you around this vision that you had, around this new idea that you feel like going towards, or this, there's definitely financial independence energy here. There's finance energy here for sure. In your consciousness, in your awareness, or on your thoughts, or on your mind here, you have the Three of Cups. This is your social circle. It's interesting because I've read about the Queen of Pentacles, that the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who achieves a high social status in their life. Like, they are practical, but they also, like, the Queen of Pentacles is practical, but they like to spend their money, and, they like to go out and do, fun things with their friends, right? And they're able to do that because they've taken the practical steps to save money, to build money, to accumulate, whatever, right? And so there's this energy here of maybe friendships that's on your mind, or there's this energy here of the company that you keep at this time with the Three of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. The Three of Cups just in and of itself can see you enjoying life a little bit, celebrating. And, sometimes when you, focus on improving lifestyle, all other problems get fixed, or a couple other problems get fixed. And maybe, so some of you may be looking at lifestyle here as well in this month, and asking yourself if that's something, if there are some things that you want to be doing, differently. In the subconscious, the lower row, the hidden, or what you can't see, you do have this death card. So the thing is, you have to take all of these cards into consideration. And you actually have a very interesting combination with number 13, the death card, number 14, the temperance card. Okay, so the thing is, the temperance card provides healing. As you can see that they're dipping their toe in a healing water, a healing pond here. And the death card can bring transformation and change. Nowhere in the death card does it say that it's negative change. And all of these cards here, maybe not including the Eight of Swords, are positive. And so I think that there are positive changes. The temperance represents a turnaround after a period of transformation or change, or it represents healing from transforming. Like when, I don't know this for sure, but when the caterpillar turns into the butterfly, I'm sure the butterfly needs to take a moment to heal. They've just completely changed, right? And so this is what I feel like some of you are doing here. I think there's a transformation coming in, there's a change coming in, you may not see it. I think it's ultimately good. I think it's ultimately a good thing. And this could even come after a period of maybe healing or rest or whatever the case may be that you've taken here. And so I definitely like the changes that are coming in. In the staff, in the direction that you're headed, in your current influence, the way that you are influencing the situation, you have this King of Cups. King of Cups is, on one hand, can be seen as a solid partner in one's life. I don't attach gender to my cards, so it doesn't matter what partner you're interested in. But, you know, this can be at some level like that. You know, this may be more closely associated with business partnerships because you have this Three of Cups, King of Cups. I was not feeling a whole lot of love energy here at all. Maybe you're even partnering with your significant other with the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Cups. Like maybe you are here, even though they are not counterparts in the tarot. There certainly could be something like that going on here. The King of Cups, though, in and of itself, if it's not referring to another person, asks you to take a look at your emotional mastery in life. The King of Cups has achieved emotional mastery, and it asks you if you are approaching something from a level head or not, or a place of calm and tranquility, like the temperance energy. And so maybe some of you are dimming the fire, which I know, I'm a Sagittarius rising. I hear you on the fire. And I'm not telling you to, maybe that's not the right way to describe it. I'm not telling you to like dim your lights or anything like that, but fires can, you know, be destructive as well. So remember that. Remember that. If your fire is destructive, maybe some of you are looking to bring it down a little bit here with this King of Cups energy, which is exactly the way that you can describe it. So that's something that's coming in. In the external influence, you have the Seven of Pentacles. This is your long-term investments, okay? Or this is something that you are putting your whole heart and energy effort into. This person has built, this person's manicured this bush for a long time. And finally, the bush is ready to provide pentacles and a harvest. And actually, you can see them here on the card contemplating, should I take what I have here and move in a new direction? We see you moving in a new direction. We see you potentially having a vision here in the past. I love this for you because it's like, what are your long-term goals when you have this Seven of Pentacles? And I think maybe some of you here, that's what's coming in with this King of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles. Maybe some of you are like, okay, here's where I can see this going in the long haul. In the hopes and fears, you have this hanging man. The hanging man ultimately says that something's got to give in your life, okay? You got to give something up to get something else. The hanging man, this is so interesting. You have 12, 13, 14, right? And so the situation here is progressing. It's interesting that it's going in the opposite direction, but it doesn't matter because for me, actually you have 11 too. Whoa, you have 11, 12, 13, 14. That's very, very interesting. Does not happen very often. Interesting. So the hanging man really asks you to let go of something. Maybe you're fearful of this because look, the fool doesn't have any fear. Okay, the fool is doing the opposite of what the hanging man is. The hanging man's holding on and resisting. The fool is, there's no resistance there. There's no fear. They're just going. They have no idea if they're going to make it or not. And so I feel like this is the big problem for you, Sagittarius, at this time, especially as you have the Eight of Swords in the problem position, which is you being in your mind. In the outcome, you have the Justice card. This is about your karma. And isn't it interesting that we have 11, 12, 13, 14 all lining up here? The Justice card is about your karma. It's about how at the end of the day, all parties will get the outcome that they truly deserve. And so if you put in the work and the effort, the Justice card is one of the best cards to find because you will be justly rewarded. This is the energy of Libra as well, balance, scales, harmony. And you have that here as well with this Temperance energy. And so I think that this is important for you at this time. Let's go ahead and see what we have here in these 3 psychic tarot cards. So you have foundations and achievements, you have sacrifice, and you have spiritual strength. So the sacrifice card is the Hanging Man. Okay, so you have that energy heavily here, heavily needing to let go of something, needing to make a sacrifice in one's life in order to bring in what you really want, which I think for many of you is about financial independence here, as you have the Queen of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, and 7 of Pentacles. And you in the background as well, or in the past here, and then you as well taking a leap somewhere new. This is not going to necessarily be easy, but you can do it with the Spiritual Strength card. And then you also have this Foundations and Achievements, which is the 4 of Wands. Some of you are maybe concerned, like you really want to build something here, or you don't want to lose what you have. And you don't have to lose what you have. It's like maybe this is what's going on in your mind right now. Like maybe you're focused on loss when, you know, the possibility of that happening is a lot lower than maybe you're giving yourself credit for. You have here in the Kipper, you have courtship, official person, and lovers. Well, that's like literally potentially somebody being interested in you in love, which is interesting because I don't see this. I did not see this on the cards. And so what could be going on is this could be a marrying of skills and disciplines with another person, a marriage of skills and disciplines with another person. This could be somebody looking to headhunt you, to hire you for a new job, because official person is like my HR card. Courtship, somebody courting you, somebody saying that they're interested in you. This could be less about love, and this, although it could for some of you be love, but for some of you this could be less about love and more about career, work, finance, business opportunities. So this is interesting. So this is what I have here for you, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Have a great June, and I will see you in the next reading.